Salone na one country na the world wey get fine and virgin rainforest and high biodiversity for plants and animals dem. Rainforest very important for fight climate change and provide oxygen for mortal man and animals dem. Inside 2010, 75% na Salone been covered with forest and 5% na been dem kind virgin forest here wey nobody not touch yet. From dem time dem dey, Salone don lost more than 30% of in total forest. The Gola Rain Forest near the Liberia border na the last virgin forest na the country. This very important for fight climate change. The Gola Rain Forest landscape dey cover about 350,000 hectares of land and spread from Salone take go na the Liberia border. Na the largest block wey don left na the Upper Guinea Forest na Salone. E get the Gola Rain Forest National Park, the Cambray Hills Forest Reserve and the TY Island Wildlife Sanctuary. The landscape na part of the world in important biodiversity hotspots. Na the home for about 60 threatened species dem wey get for do with zebra, duiker, red columbus, western pied columbus, pangolin, forest elephant, and the world in second largest western chimpanzee population. The forest dey play one triangle role through the range of ecosystem service dem wey e dey provide and contribute for reduce the impact of climate change both locally and the world at large. Conservation Society Salone for long term now don dey work with community dem around Gola for keep the rainforest safe. CSSL get dem field officer inside Kenema wey na the capital for the east part na the country and na dem get the domot for enter Gola. CSSL na part of the GRC board. The one word work wey been dey between Salone and other country dem don be one good example on how for keep nature and we community dem safe. Most of dem community people here wey tap near the forest depend on the forest. But because of the way wey CSSL and dem partners dem don open their eye for know say other thing dem dey for do for survive, don help for keep dem forest safe.
Na through the forest we dey live. That time Gola not take go forest it. But we left see don conservation dem come. They can't say we say let we maintain the forest. We don't want to take constraint be there. We dey suffer. We dey eat meat. Then say let we not kill the meat then again. We dey go do. We dey cut both day. We dey go sell out. We dey get money. We dey put up our school. We picking the school fees. We dey do down the wall. They can't stop we immediately.
Environmental education not only limit to solving one problem. We want to see how you go able to sit down, you think about certain things already happen in the forest. And when we know say if the NTR continue, it will continue for destroy the forest and the forest in problem we income. At the end of the day, now we more get for failure. We know say beaucoup havoc don't they happen to the forest. And one day like people can go to the forest for go kill the animal like we did it. Then they go there for go cut tree, they say and one make board. Then they go there for do things, then they go cut, do mining. And then thing what we dey do to the forest, we know say about because at the end of the day, it go get for cause problem to we. But good thing don't happen now. We know we hear about deforestation. People and just they go and cut trees like how they want. Time don't reach now. The time way sun for come out, sun not they come out. The time way rain for come, you know they come because we don't dey cause havoc then to the forest. It don't make the climate conditions self don't change.
Because them don't they land them but them environments. Now the people themselves don't know say them for protect the forest.
Presently within a livelihood conservation center. This particular place so na the see so now the people themselves volunteer and give to the project. This part of the forest where they see is more than 500 acres. When they give this particular land to we, the project not left them, so we say bring him some other projects for them. The one where they really be want now for let them go see say they able for save their own money na the community. So we count that box where they call VSLA for them. We arrange them. The woman they are them 15, the man they are them 10. We say they can put small money every month. They put 2 times the money there. Then they get social fund.
Where this Tonya don't can now. Now forest. Now true from there now. With the docan, with the solve small problems. School business come, sickness so now they now. So particular with the woman there, we don't turn back. And for because I know we caught Lafia, the chuk at the Freda. I know they go there. But we be they go there for bitter cola, bush pepper, spice.
Also, we call the cocoa project in 2016. That project they help, especially the woman there, because where war be don't kind of this country, people they farm be don't abandon. So the project car we rehabilitate them farm there, we give them tools, we train them boku. Some man they able nurse now for himself, he do transplanting. Some man they able harvest cocoa from the ripe one, and then when we get black pod disease, he put it to him or a dig ground, he bury and there. So some man go able ferment now well, he go able dry now well.
Like this cocoa they see so. With Sunday where we cut spanner for the other one they get water when they go produce. If we not cut it go make the kind of they see me. They pull one where they put it. If you left it, they affect the other cocoa there. So they learn a lot. But who will for take care of the cocoa? So they don't be the land. So glad for that because it don't give a chance for them now involve National Park Gola Forest. For them not involve there. So God don't make now they get we living. Will they help with man then? We man themselves they help with.
Therefore, what you do, we arrange them. Now for among themselves back then, pick their own picking there. Now then 13 communities so they work. Now they buy officers there. Oh, they give them money, then buy at farm gate price. In fact, we own price where they give themselves now it pass Kenema price.
This cocoa it don't make now we pay transport again. Because the car would for winner and for locomoya go Kenema. Right now 50,000 for one person. So if you pay that transport today, then you pay transport for the cocoa bag, now more problem they come to you. That money they will go take and use another way. So God don't make we don't get people then when they buy cocoa now, will they still give them the cocoa there. The way self Kenema they can buy 20,000, but now yeah they buy 24,000. We're glad for that. Then bonus can come for we. Any year, how no more they sell now, so they get you bonus. So we don't glad for that. Now life will be easy for that. We'll not get that problem there again.
Close to the Gola landscape, we get the Tiwa and other community them around them. CSSL, they work with community them for make sure say them protect that big landscape day as one when nobody not for touch, where they can call buffer zone.
This is the local island, and on the opposite edge we get the TY island. Both islands they in a separate chiefdoms. Of course, we get the local island we fall within the Koya chiefdom, and we get the TY island we they part of the Bagi chiefdom. And interestingly, the two chiefdoms now only the Moa River and the two islands now the Moa River now separate both islands. Then islands they are highly rich in biodiversity. What I mean by that? Different animals then we recognized by International Union for the Conservation of Nature for make them protect. And luckily for we get the animals there on them 2 islands there. For example, we get the pygmy hippo, and we also get boku babu them now the 2 islands them. We and the Conservation Society of Sierra Leone apply efforts, and currently we do land use planning and mapping for make sure say the people them now then different communities here use their resources them very well and sustainably. And a bit that tomorrow the conservation now then 2 islands they are going to be merged together for make reach that level we go there at UN standard. A lot of people there around the island with their livelihood depend on them forest there, but also Conservation Society of Sierra Leone through funds from EU. We for ensure say we guide the people them, we train them how for sustainably manage the resources they now then to forest there.
As we come back inside the Gola Rain Forest, the forest guard them close to La Leone, show we the spots where them lek pass all side, and them lek for show this fine forest to people where they come waka day and serve the tourists them.
Munari yole a viewpoint beva goleji ko we mo wana anugasia mo vi mo hibilo ko goleji me bi point ji amo amaluna mago ma dogboji ge hewi lo vi padada
La Leon lo boyo mia ye viewpoint je a heina so golani tan da gboto ya pe na poto pe agboto to pe gana se be na to school lo gabe pe amabo tan da e kaga ya be poto pepe ya gali so mo avugo mo hebe ye gore je bufo je vu ye pipi mo o aye dogboje nro ba mi atedi ate mo aye dogboje mo aya le mama gbe mo ya guide na va so mo alo ye guide je ye mala
na ye kwa me na bana lo ba en lo vu agoleji kejita de te gola ma ngbele to nya gwe ba en lo la to mo ala ba gwana mabawa na fu ha le ga na pe after ba ma ya lo mbe ya hi Pato voice humelo seboda kwa gwajina kwa tiwe towe gwe hone kane le ga na batu gba we se humelo hone na na moto iro agure ba gba we melo ina na moto iro akana kane ba gba we melo ina na moto iro ajemi ba gba we melo hone na na ta ale gule hu tata tama moto akaba gure tami akure na ayego ba atina wie ayekwa na wie si ale to awugina agbo so na vunya magumu nge we ke gole ta gama ogbeleta to nya agwe to mola ala ke agwo adevu we vive la mo ke sentie.
Then side them, pantap the tick them, pantap the chimpanzee them os. We I see fine thing them. Te go na the Liberia parts. It been time like say the forest no gets ending, and we dey hope say we picking them and then picking them go get the opportunity for enjoy this fine side them bambai. The way where it clean and the cold breeze where they inside the Salon Gola Rain Forest.